Hello, hello. How are you guys? This is Robin with Cragen Creations. And if you guys wouldn't mind, say hi when you pop on. Hi, Kathy Smith. And please sprinkle this video. I would appreciate it. It's been a minute since I've been on. So I'm going to do that for myself as soon as I can find my live. Hi, Louise. Thank you, Neva. Hi, Neva. I'm doing good. And to you guys that asked about my daughter, she's doing good. They ended up bumping her procedure. Shocker. Not a shocker. I kind of expected it. So we do it all over again in February. No, January. Only this time it'll be twice as long. Hi, Aurelia. Happy Tuesday. Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate it. Hi, Patty. All right, finally, my iPad popped up. Uh-oh, you guys, I need to. Well, maybe I'm not on my Wi-Fi because it seems to be doing okay. So I haven't been able to sprinkle my live yet. This is ridiculous. So I'm going to be making a fake cake. As soon as I can spread the love for myself, I will do that. As I knock everything over. What have you guys been up to? Is anybody else crafting today? Oh, there I am. Finally. I'm in a sweatshirt and leggings, and I am like, it was chilly this morning, and now it's in the 70s, and I just kicked the the AC on. Isn't that crazy, you guys? It's cold in the morning, and then all right, now I'm able to spread the love. You're doing a wreath, Kathy? What kind of wreath are you doing? Who's still working on Christmas stuff? Because I think this and maybe one more fake cake I'm doing, and I will be done with Christmas and moving on. You're doing a mesh wreath? Is it Christmassy? You have an order for a few Christmas wreaths? Good for you. I have custom orders. I only do customs on wreaths anymore. And I do have a couple I need to get done. Ooh, maybe I ought to do those on a live. That would, but one of them, she doesn't want her mom to see it. So I don't know if I could do that one. Okay. One more. And then we'll get going. All right, my iPad is frozen. I hope you guys are good. I was able to spread the love, but it shows me frozen. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. All right, so I am using as like my cake plate. I'm using where's the camera? This is a burner cover from Dollar Tree. They come in a 2-pack. So this is the smaller of the two, which is about 8 inches. So it's about 8 inches in diameter. And what I did was I took it outside and spray painted it. So that's what this is. It's the same thing, only I spray painted it. Okay. I didn't think y'all wanted to see that, even though we are going to be doing some painting, and I'm going to get going on that so that that can be drying while we're doing some other stuff. The other thing I'm using as the cake itself is this happy birthday. It is round gift box from Dollar Tree. Okay. Now, I'm not going to use the lid, although you could hot glue the lid on and use it that way, but I don't want this ridge in here. So I am going to be removing that. I will probably reuse this in another DIY, probably this week, because I don't like leaving this kind of thing laying around without doing something with it. So I'm going to set this aside, but this part of it I'm not going to be using. So we have this. Now, because I've already painted this, I don't want to hot glue this down and then paint. I want to paint it first so that my base doesn't get messed up, because we are going to do something else to the base. But I did want my edge to be clean white, and you probably didn't have to spray paint this, but the design that was underneath it might come through the paper that I'm going to put on top of it. So that's why I spray painted it. So we're going to put that aside, and I'm going to paint the box. Okay, and I'm going to do a red. Now, this is what I'm making it after, and I have to be careful because I just finished these and I don't want to mess them up. So hang on just a second. Okay, so these are the little mini cakes that I have made that are about 3¼ inches in diameter and about 2½ inches from bottom to top. Well, this customer wants me to make this. She already bought this one, or one, I've already shipped it to her. These are some that I just finished up today, and they have to sit and finish drying. But she wants one on a larger scale. So that's what this is going to be. It's going to be a larger scale version of the little mini cake. Okay. So I'm going to set that aside, but not put it where it's going to get messed up. So I did just post a TikTok video of me putting that together. But there's the little mini cake. So that is my inspiration for the bigger version. And you guys, you can make these for any holiday, whatever you want. If it's someone's birthday, make one for them, even though the box is cute. But, you know, she wants me to try and make this part look like the fondant that's on here. I don't know if we're going to do that, but we're going to try. I'm just going to, oh, thank you, Neva. Those of you that are doing shows, like craft shows, how are you guys doing? Are you selling a lot of stuff? I just got paint on my fingers, so I'm trying to get it. You can do it. I think I can, but um, I would probably use some different materials, but we're gonna see how this goes first. You have a wreath show Friday after Thanksgiving, and I'm going crazy. You can do it, Louise. I had one last weekend and then every weekend from now until the Saturday before Christmas. So I totally understand. This is my busiest time of year. And just kind of, all right, so let's just get going. This, because I know this may need a couple of coats. I do not need to worry about the center. That is going to be covered up. I'm not even going to bother with it. Hmm. Yeah, this is going to need a couple of coats. As good as this red paint is, it's still going to need a couple of coats. And I'm putting it on kind of really thick because I know it's going to need it. How many of you guys have ever made a fake cake or a fake bake of any kind? Anybody? And Louise, is your show is it a big show? What kind of show is it? Is it local or do you have to go out of town for it? Guys, my iPad is still frozen. You've never made one, Kathy? I need to send you a picture of the board I did with my mom's recipe on it. Yes, you do. It's local. It's the Christmas art market. That's mine too. For the next 5 weekends, I will be doing a local Christmas market also. I think it's going to be fun. I love getting to meet other artists and do all of that. All right, so let's see. I gotta put this on something so it can dry. But I have a little spot here from where I was holding it. I gotta get that. All right, so I'm gonna put that over here for a second. Ooh. So I know my arm will go right in it. Let me check and make sure before I touch this white. All right. See, I touched I touched it. It wasn't my finger, but okay. I knew I was going to touch something. Okay. Um, it's 2 days. Yeah, you'll have fun. I love meeting other vendors, and they can usually tell you where some other markets are. So make sure you do some networking while you're there. If you want to do more markets, they can hook you up. Now here locally, we have like a Facebook page for local vendors, and that's all that's in the group. And they share on there where other markets are. All right, so I'm gonna just flip this over because the top of this is smaller than the bottom. Oh, Neva, I will have to check that. Oh, hang on, maybe I can do that here. Oh no. Neva, I will have to check that after the live because um I'm using my phone, so I can't look that up. All right, so I drew my circle. Now I just need to cut it out. I don't know why I thought I could check that on my iPad. My iPad is worthless right now. I can't even see anything. Oh, I know what I can do to that to make it. Okay. So I'm going to put this on top of here. And of course I cut it out janky, but we'll make it work. Ah, crap. Okay, so Robin was not very bright. I need to move this over here because I put it on top of the Mod Podge that I need. Oh, I just make that worse. Okay. I'm going to use Mod Podge and stick that down. Anybody ever do a fake bake? I only heard one person say, no, not me. And because I have to ship this, I want to keep it as light as possible. So that's why I'm using some of these super light materials, because the box is going to have to be, you know, a pretty good size to fit it in and have some room around it for cushion so it doesn't get mangled up. But okay. Hi, Mary. All right, that is down. Thank you so much for sprinkling. All right, this is slightly big, so I'm gonna, hopefully I can cut this. That might work. Should probably let that dry before I do that, but I don't got time to wait. Just cutting off this extra. I think if I tried to go in like, I mean, sanding it gives you a smoother edge, but I don't want to sand off the spray paint job that I did. And that this looks fine. All right, so there's our cake plate all done. Done. Nothing else needs to be done to that. So that's what we got so far. Now, let's go back to the actual cake. And I'm probably going to have to use my dryer. I'm sorry, you guys. Put my heat gun. Another thing you can use is foam sheets for this, but I didn't want a seam. But you could totally do it with a foam sheet. trying to slide off. This is going to take forever to dry. All right. We got to do it. So let's see if I can get another layer on it. Because it's super shiny. It's deceiving. I'm not sure. Okay. It's gonna have some awesome coverage. All right, I gotta put that down. It'll work. So for this red, I'm using the Master's Touch permanent red acrylic paint. It's a lot thicker than your other paints. So it's taking a little bit longer to dry. I wish I had a red chalk paint, but I don't. I gotta pick this up. Okay. Maybe I should have spray painted this too. I wonder if I have a spray paint. Although it's too late now. Here is the seam down the back of the box. I am gonna hit that a couple of times. How cold is it where you guys are? It started out like 40. We were waking up to like 40s last week. This week we're waking up in the 50s, but it's like mid 70s outside right now. It's crazy. All right, so for this one, I don't need to go all the way to the bottom because that is going to get covered up. '48 in Ohio, 46 now, in the 30s earlier, but sunny. You're around 30s to 50s in the morning and warms up 60s or 70s. Okay, so you're close to what ours is, but this morning it was in the 50s. Right now it's mid 70s, and I'm wishing I would have changed into a t-shirt before I went live, but I didn't. All right, so uh, that down. I want to hit this top part one more time. With the red, kind of smooth it out a little bit more. Okay. Now I know the sides are gonna need more paint, so, but I think if I diamond dust it, that would cover it up. That would cover it up pretty good, but I still think it's gonna need another coat. Um, we had to get a new heating unit last week after we found out our gas furnace was crap. Oh no. Ooh, that was kind of scary. That gas furnace thing kind of would scare me to death that something would blow up. It was really old. All right, so while I'm doing this, I'll tell y'all what else I'm going to be using on it. I'm going to need a piping bag, the tip to put in the piping bag. I've got my diamond dust, white acrylic paint. I have some picks, and this is the holly pick that's going to go on the top. And spackle. This is spackle I used at a when I made these, so I have to change it out and make some more because that's not going to be enough. I would love to have like a gas stove. That I would love. It's tacky, but it's not coming off on my fingers, which is weird. I won't dare touch it. A little bit. All right, so this is almost. Hate to hear that they changed your daughter's appointment again. I know, again. I told him, I said, no matter what, we got to get this done in February or whenever her next one is scheduled for. You know, they keep bumping the elective surgeries because of COVID, but that's starting to like be over with. And she's getting her teeth cleaned in February, and they have to knock her out for that. And I said, if we have to bump this, is it possible y'all can do this procedure at the same time they do that one, so you only have to knock her out once? And they said, yeah, no problem. I was like, okay, well, then let's do that. It just means she'll be knocked out for twice as long, but I don't think that's as traumatizing as knocking her out 2 or 3 times for just a couple of procedures. All right, I think I can get one more coat on there and it'll be good. For sure, the diamond dust will cover up whatever's left. I was worried about getting that edge covered, but I think it's good. Remember, this is the bottom of the box, and it had that ridge on it, and it needs to look like fondant. Or it's close to it. I think diamond dust will fix or hide all the flaws. Hi, Shirley. You've been working, but really sorry they canceled everything. No, you were rearranging. Yeah, I know. I know. It's what we do. You know, when something's got to be done and has to be scheduled through, you know, what works for the doctors, and when they give you a date, it's like, okay, go time. And you do what you got to do. She missed school a couple of days last week, and then it didn't happen. So that was unnecessary for her when she could have been in school, because that's all she lives for. Ooh, that's even better coverage. I like that. Your art market you're looking forward to, chatting and networking. Yeah. Your husband loves that part. I'm lucky because he helps me. He enjoys chatting with everyone. I have to make sure I have enough wreaths for 2 days. Cool. Wreaths. I'm taking a few wreaths to my market, but not as many as I would if I were going out of town. They don't seem to, like, my big fluffy $100 or more wreaths do not sell in my area. So I won't even take my wreaths that are, you know, more than $60. I'll just say that. I don't even bother. All right. So that needed 3 coats. And I'll stick that right in the water. I am done with the red. Also, we're about to welcome another new grandbaby. Oh, how fun! Which means a lot of my daughter needing me and helping with the others. Sorry, I'm going on. No, no, no. I love to hear what you guys are doing. I have 3 grandbabies. I wish I had more, but I don't know that any more are going to come, not for a while. It is very, very pretty and vibrant. You are correct. And it is the Master's Touch acrylic. Permanent red is the color right there. And it is $5.99, but every other week it is on sale for, I think, 40 or 50% off. And it makes the perfect Christmas red color. All right. So I need the top to be dry. So I can do the next part. Oh, it might be dry. Oh, that was close. Some parts of it are dry enough. I'm not even going to touch that because I know I'll mess it up. A little piece of lint fell on it right there, but we're just going to leave it for right now. What I can do while that's drying is mix up what's going on the top. I will be glittering and diamond dusting the rest of it after I do the top, but until then, let's do that part. I'm going to turn my air fan on because I'm starting to sweat. Okay, so I have this that is left over from what I was using before, but the tip is too small for what I'm doing now. So, and I can't swap the tip out because I put the coupler on it and the tip I want to use is way too big. So here's how I'm going to change it out. I didn't want to put it back in the bucket where I knew I was just going to use it again. All right, don't need that anymore. I do need more in here. And I've got plenty more made if I need more. Okay. This stuff dries really fast. So if I don't clean that off, it'll be hard on there and not as easy to get off as it was just then. All right, so before I do this, I need to get my tip on there good. Okay. Now let's get my tape turner. And to hold this down, I'm going to take a couple pieces of duct tape so it doesn't move around on me. Too much. I'm sure it still will a little bit. All right. Too scared to hang on to it like that. So I want to find the center. And I'm going to take a pin. This is how I do the small ones. So I'm going to stand up and eyeball it from the top and kind of put this where it needs to go. So it's the same all the way around. And then I'm going to take my pin, and that's all I need is just a line like that so I know I get it lined up correctly when I put it down. Now I'm just going to hot glue this in place. there it is on the base. So far I have about, this was 50 cents, this was $1, but I'm only using half of that too. So I might have about $2 into it, less so far. Okay. So now at this point, while we're still waiting for the rest of it to dry, around the bottom, I know here I used a really tiny piping tip and I did, oops, where's the camera? I piped stars onto it. I'm not going to do that with the larger one because that would take way too much faux icing to do that. So I'm going to use these white styrofoam glitter balls. These came from Hobby Lobby in the Christmas section. And I can use the top of the lid of this thing that I didn't use to hold my glitter balls so they don't go everywhere. I need these on this side. I'm just going to start hot gluing them around the edge here. Got the things to make the white and black balls. Can't wait to make those. Awesome. It turned out really pretty. And I did find some skinnier black yarn. And so I made more with the skinnier black yarn. I think I like the thicker black yarn better. I mean, I know I do. But my OCD was getting the best of me, and my yarn needed to be the same size. And then I made them, and I was like, you know what? I like the thicker black better. Now y'all could totally pipe something on the bottom. This is just how I'm doing it. The vase filler stuff is a lot less expensive to use than the faux icing. Eva, I'd love to see a picture of yours when you get them done. Actually, I want to see a picture of your black and white decor that you and your daughter are doing because that would be awesome. Okay, you guys, question. I'm thinking maybe glitter instead of diamond dust. But y'all tell me, which do you think I should use, glitter or diamond dust? I know a lot of people love the diamond dust. I'm not a huge fan, but this isn't mine, so it's not like I'm gonna be keeping it. You don't know glitter? Let me see before I do these. Are they gonna line up evenly? Thanks, Louise. I think so too. Well, in my head, it was pretty. We'll see how this is. All right, so you'll see that little gap I got right there. Let's see if I can make this work. I know it's not going to look right, but this is how my brain works. I got to figure out a way to fill that in. And these are just little foam balls, so why not just cut them up? I don't know that that looks the greatest, but we'll make that the back of it. All right. There it is. I filled up that gap. Okay. So that's what we got so far. You guys, my iPad is still frozen. I haven't seen anything past the first frame when I came on. All right. So I really like these. I think those would be really pretty up there. I don't think I need my turntable anymore. No, but I got a way to pick it up. I'm good. All right, now let's get piping bag. I'm trying to think, do I want to do the glitter or the diamond dust? Let me get the glitter. I can always do a section glittered. And if I don't like it, I can diamond dust over it. Okay. Just gonna go right in the center. And I'm gonna do little rosettes. Ooh, I'm barely gonna have enough icing. Another one here. Maybe a bigger one. Okay. So now I'm gonna glitter. You'll see the top. That's what the top looks like. Okay. So I'm gonna put this over here just for a second and play with how the top is gonna look. So this is gonna be the very center, which is why I needed it to have a high center. So this could go right in the middle. Thanks, Neva. right, so that's gonna go right down in the middle. And I need to put some faux icing on the tips of those leaves. But now I got to figure out the florals around it. So I got these at Michael's. Michael's florals, Christmas florals are already on sale. Plus I had a coupon. Of course, I'm going to go grab those. And I don't want them all bunched up like that when I can spread them out. I'm just going to cut them apart. I can put these around the outside with this in the center. I'm going to need more. That around the bottom. That in the top, and then I want to put these in there too. Don't think I want all of this though. I think these are too long. I'm going to have to shorten them up. I don't want them, I mean, because they're long, they would take up the whole top of the cake. So these need to be shorter. So maybe I could get away with just 2 of them. Cutting them in half. All right, so that's what we'll do. All right, so before I do all of that though, I need to get either my diamond dust or my glitter on there. What was the consensus? Diamond dust or glitter? Glitter. I don't know. What's on the other one? What are you talking about, Kathy Smith? What's on the other what? Sorry, I missed your comment. I think I'm gonna go with glitter on this one. So let me get my brush back out. Clean it off. I'm gonna turn my fan off for this part. I don't need the Mod Podge drying before I get the glitter on it, and I don't need the glitter to go every which way because the fan is blowing. So I'm just taking Mod Podge, dipping right out of the tub here. Trying to work fast. If you want some up here. All right, so I will let that sit for what, maybe 30 minutes, an hour for the Mod Podge to dry, and then see if I need to hit it anymore in any more spaces where the where there's no glitter. All right. Thank you, Mary. Okay, now we can start putting our florals in. So I want these kind of on the outside. So I'm sticking those right into that icing, only that's too long. So I need to cut that. Stick that right back in where it was. Some of these are just too long. They stick out too far. Now this faux icing stuff, nothing has to be glued in. It's going to act as the glue. So all of these little picks are going to dry right inside of it. So you just treat it as if it were a floral arrangement or a wreath that you're doing. It's just on a smaller scale. I'm just turning it to see where I have bare spots. Okay, so I think I'm done with those. I have some left over to use if I need. All right, so where's my back? My back is here. So I'll put that towards me. This is going to go that way. So you see why I needed the extra icing in the middle was to give it something to hold on to. That way. All right, last piece. It's going in right there. All right, so now I want to tip those edges because it kind of, I mean, it's glittery and flocked everywhere except for these leaves. And I might want to hit that pine cone. So how I do that is I'm going to take this and put it back in my container because now I know I'm done with it. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to hit those edges. Just like I do with my little mini ladders. Put some blocking on these berries also. Great way to give you some faux snow for sure. All right, so while that's still wet, I hit it with some glitter. Oh, thank you, Neva. Thank you, Mary. That got rid of any extra glitter. And it's done, you guys. Look. So you can see from the top, that's what it's going to look like with some florals and the base. I love it. So stinking cute. Yay. Okay. So you guys, I hope you loved making a little fake bake cake. How is that? So the y'all know Mod Podge is gonna dry clear and it's gonna thank you, Debbie Thomas. Thank you so much. It will dry clear and then it'll just be red and glittery. So as soon as that dries, I might hit it with the heat gun to get it to dry quicker so I can take a picture. And I'll post it on my page. You guys, that's so pretty. And the pick came from Hobby Lobby in the Christmas picks area. It was only 50 cents because it's half off right now. And then the other picks came from Michael's and I didn't even use them all. I still have quite a few left. I could do another 2 or 3 of these cakes. Um, and then, the box from Dollar Tree, the stove cover from Dollar Tree. So what? Less than $5, and I made this amazing looking cake, you guys. How cool is that? Yes, you can make these, Neva. I just did it right there in front of you. You can do this. That was easy. All right, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I am hopefully going to do another live tomorrow. Um, I have shows every weekend from now until Christmas, and I gotta do some more stuff. So I might as well bring you guys along while I'm creating. I don't know what time. I'll just come on as I can and work on some stuff. So thanks for hanging out with me. I love you guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Like and follow for more. Bye, guys.